The Chart of the Day Cafe for Tuesday, February 23rd, 2016. Just going to read our disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Thank you for your patience with that. So we've been stepping back to take a look at the Russell Index on a 5-year monthly time frame. You'll notice that the Russell traded within this blue channel through all of 2014, had a little uptick to the upside in early 2015, but with the price action we've been experiencing lately, price melted all the way below the lower blue channel line and into this area here. It's February 23rd, so this is the candle so far that's shaping up for the month. So this bottom area was defended once again, but worth noting we're getting into the area, the bottom of last month's candle, where it should get kind of interesting. Let's take a quick look at the Dow and the monthly candle so far for the Dow. So it's past that area and looking pretty healthy so far for the month. We still have a week left, but so far so good. The S&P, same thing. Oops, sorry about that. The transports, that's a pretty healthy candle on the transports. So all of that gives us a little bit of perspective, but it's still a time to be super cautious and careful with this area coming into the zone. Let's pull it into the 9-month daily so you can really see. Yeah, so this is an area of prior congestion where price was rejected and it fell off. So you really want to be careful in this area. We're not going to put any new charts forward until we get more of a discernible uptrend on the Russell, and we would put it into a weekly time frame and look for price to be up and over that 8-day EMA, and perhaps even back into this up and over this blue line and in this channel again. So it's a time for extreme caution. A couple of things that I think are worth noting, going back to the 5-year monthly chart. Canada's looking interesting to me here. Here is the country ETF. So even let's go back into a bigger time frame of 10 years monthly. So I had this big wedge drawn in this area of support. We've come to kiss the underside of this trend line on the monthly. So that's kind of interesting. With particular interest, so here's the TSX. Wedge, fell out of the wedge, and here we are kissing the underside in this area here. So very interesting area for Canada, at least to me. So that's the TSX. Once again, here is the country ETF, EWC. I always look at EWA when I look at Canada because they're so commodity heavy. Both of them have the same sort of commodity profile. So Australia up and over that area of support, and so far not a bad candle for the month, but certainly we'd want to see it up and over that 8-day EMA. I'm paying particular interest to the Canadian banks here. So great big wedge, failed, fell off. This is the Royal Bank on a 10-year monthly time frame. So see how they behave in the days and weeks ahead. Will they be enough to pull us up and over that area? We'll see. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. I'm filming this at about 9:15 on Tuesday morning. The futures are wobbling between green and red on the Dow. Europe soft, Asia soft. Europe isn't going to close till about 11:30, so it might be worth watching that close. Should we get a decent day, Chart of the Day Cafe picks that are up and over that blue 8-day EMA that still have good value scores. Gilead, I'll pull it into a 3-month daily. There's Gilead. Google has a nice high value score of 1.21 up and over the 8-day EMA. And Nordic American Tanker. Careful with this one because it is levered to the energy sector, but it pushed out of this wedge on high volume and is up and over that 8-day EMA. This one has a value score of 1.58 and pays a really high dividend. So with that, I'll leave you for today. It's going to be an interesting next couple of days because we are getting into that zone where you got to be super careful. And you want to make sure that the markets are lifting, and at least for me, that everything's up and over that 8-day EMA. Thanks. Have a good rest of the week, and we'll put a video out on Thursday.